The smart letter E. In the land of Alphabeta, there lived a letter known for its intelligence and quick thinking, the letter E. E was not only one of the most frequently used letters in the alphabet, but it was also known for its incredible problem-solving skills. Wherever there was a challenge or a tricky word to form, E was always there, ready to lend its expertise. E had many talents. It could appear in many different words and could fit into places where other letters might struggle. Whether in words like elephant, energy, or essential, E always brought clarity and understanding to the words it formed. But it wasn't just about the frequency of E's appearance, it was its ability to adapt and think strategically that made it so smart. One day, as E was walking through Alphabeta Park, it noticed a commotion among the letters. A group of letters had gathered around the letter X, who seemed to be in trouble. "What's going on here?" E asked, approaching the group. X, looking flustered, explained, "I'm trying to form the word xylophone, but I can't seem to make it work. No matter where I go, I just can't fit into the word correctly." The other letters around X were scratching their heads, unsure of how to help. E, who had been listening quietly, stepped forward with a calm smile. "Let me help you with that, X." "Really?" X asked, surprised. "But how?" "I've tried everything." E nodded confidently. "It's all about knowing where you belong and understanding how we all fit together to create meaning." Without wasting any time, E placed itself right next to X, forming part of the word. "See? Now the word xylophone makes sense, because I'm here to support you and provide the balance needed." Words aren't just about individual letters, they're about how we all work together. X looked at the word in awe. "You're right, E. I couldn't have done it without you. I was trying to force myself into a space that didn't make sense, but you helped me see the bigger picture." E smiled modestly. "It's all about strategy, X. Every letter has a unique role to play, and knowing when and where to step in is key to making words powerful and meaningful." The other letters, who had been watching, were impressed. They hadn't realized how much thought E put into its role in the alphabet. It wasn't just about appearing in WordSit, it was about understanding the structure and making sure everything fit perfectly. As E continued its walk through Alphabeta Park, it encountered many more letters who needed help. C was trying to form the word circle, but couldn't quite get the shape right. And S was struggling to create sunshine with the right balance of brightness. Each time, E was there, offering guidance, strategy, and insight, helping to complete the words and create something meaningful. Soon, E became the go-to letter for solving problems. Letters from all over Alphabeta would seek E's advice when they were stuck. "E, how can I make this word better?" they would ask. E was always happy to help. It would think about the word's structure and purpose, carefully considering where each letter fit into the overall meaning. It wasn't just about being part of a word, it was about understanding how to contribute in the most impactful way. One day, while working with T on the word teamwork, E noticed something. "You know, T," E said thoughtfully, "we formed many words together, but the real magic happens when we all contribute to the goal. It's not about one letter standing out. It's about all of us working in harmony to make something great." T, who had always been focused on its own role, paused and reflected on E's words. "You're right. It's not just about me. We all have to fit together to make the word stronger." From that day forward, T took E's advice to heart. It worked more closely with the other letters, ensuring that each letter contributed to the success of the word. And together they formed words that were stronger, more meaningful, and full of potential. As the days passed, E's reputation as the smart letter of Alphabeta grew. But E never let its intelligence go to its head. Instead of boasting, it quietly shared its wisdom with others, always willing to help when needed. E understood that intelligence wasn't just about knowing everything. It was about knowing how to use knowledge effectively, to support others, and to build something greater than itself. In the end, the other letters learned a valuable lesson from E. It wasn't enough to just be a part of a word. The true power came from understanding how each letter worked together, how each contributed to the greater whole. And with E's guidance, Alphabeta became a place where every word was crafted with purpose, strategy, and intelligence. And so, E continued to help build the language, not just by being the smartest letter, but by showing that true wisdom comes from understanding the bigger picture, knowing when to lead, and when to step back and let others shine.